So, to my fellow Palantir shareholders out there, you've been through the same 2022 I have. You've seen the stock drop 30, 40% from where it was, and more importantly, as the focus of this video, you've seen the news during that period. Now, I don't have a snippet from that time period, but again, you've seen the news. I mean, everyone was talking trash about Palantir, about how it's going to zero. We had a bunch of grifter slayer YouTube channels talking trash about the stock, about, oh, it's $6 and it's definitely going to $5 now. I mean, you've seen the YouTube videos. And then here's Kramer from as recent as November of last year, talking about Palantir is a sell. And we all know how reliable Jim Cramer is, right? Fast forward to today, after Palantir has had not one, but two very successful earnings. Like the first one, Palantir was profitable in the bottom line. And in the recent, I mean, you've seen it. Palantir is now operating profitable, and they've been cash flow positive for a while, and they will continue to be operating profitable for the foreseeable future. And there's nothing but growth ahead of it as they continue making deals with AI, and you know they're dipping into that. The company is just gonna continue to grow. And guess what? Now that the stock is up 68% over the past year, and that's with the drop off of today from the whole debt ceiling thing. Guess what? The news, nothing but positivity. 3 smart reasons to buy Palantir stock. AI on the battlefield. Oh, Seeking Alpha. Positive news about Palantir. We haven't seen that in a while. Fortunes will be made. Like, it is a ton. Oh, Palantir, I think yesterday hit its 52-week high. Yeah, just nothing but good news. Is it too late to buy Palantir technology stock? Oh, and check this out. Jim Cramer, the lightning round, just a few days ago. Keep an eye on Palantir. So now Jim Cramer likes Palantir. So what's the point I'm trying to make with this video? Well, the point I'm trying to make is this. You cannot trust the media when it comes to making stock decisions, because the media, including the finance media, is very sensational. When your favorite stock is going to go up, you're going to see news article after news article talking about how great Palantir is. If Palantir has a bad quarter, maybe the next quarter goes bad, the stock goes down, guess what? All this news is going to go south. Jim Cramer is going to go back to calling Palantir not a company anymore. Everyone's going to be sell, sell, sell. Everyone from Seeking Alpha is going to go right back to talking trash about the company. Now, the news is great for gaining factual information, and there is some, even in these very sensational articles, there is factual information to be had. It's a great source for getting that, and also a great source for getting perspectives, but you cannot use this as gospel when we're making stock decisions. And I'm saying this even with the positive news. As a Palantir shareholder, if I was all about getting views and Palantir to the moon, I'd be, really talking Palantir up right now and saying that this is a great thing. And don't get me wrong, I do like the stock being up, and I do like being profitable. But, I mean, as an investor, we need to really focus on the fundamentals. What is Palantir going to do? Let's take a look at the analytics. Now, the analytics, they are not gospel either, but they put a little bit of they put some numbers to it. They expect Palantir to go up 16% as far as revenue over the year, 19% next year. And Palantir has had a recent history, at least over the past 2 earnings, of beating earnings. So the likelihood that Palantir is going to beat the next earnings is fairly high. And they also have Palantir gaining very strongly on the bottom line as well. And of course, it's also very important to look at the numbers, the income statement. And of course, past performance doesn't equal future performance. We all know that, but it's the best we have to go on. And yeah, you look at the revenue over the years. You look at the operating income over the years. You look at the net income over the years. You look at all that stuff, and you look at their balance sheet. The fundamentals. You read the 10Ks. You listen to the conference calls. You do all that, and from all that, you form an opinion. But the bottom line is the news is not the final say, good or bad, as to whether you should or should not buy a stock. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.